Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of SkyFactory. It's been a while. If
Couple
you've been waiting in
days.
live streams. As always, this series is brought to you by our wonderful server hosting sponsor, Apex Hosting. They host the server that we're playing on, and they can also host one for you for 25% off your first month if you go to the links in the description of the stream or the YouTube video and use our codes. You could play SkyFactory 5 with your friends, or you could just play some vanilla Minecraft. Another mod pack, whatever floats your boat. Thanks to them for sponsoring. And so you've done some stuff, huh?
Not a lot. I mean, I just kind of let it run, but
Okay.
we certainly have produced plenty of RGB blocks for the near future, and also, we were low on light gray, so I think that problem solved.
Good news,
So,
everyone.
I think light gray is resolved. But yeah, he's cranking away as he do, but he cannot keep up with this that I ended up turning off because it took me a long time to log on because there was a pile at the feet and it was a problem. So
That's fun.
The old pile at the feet situation, yeah. But
Right.
Otherwise, I mean, I don't think it's. I didn't log on and do anything past our last session, so I don't know that.
Okay.
I think just kind of letting things cook.
Did we already have 4 Supremium?
Oh, I think I stayed.
You did that.
I think
yeah.
I stayed on after. Like, I didn't do another half episode, but I just stayed on after and kind of just did a little bit of that. But
Got it.
Yeah. So
We let him cook. He let us cook.
I wanted us to cook.
Furnaces.
Yeah.
So there is just a wee bit of stuff that we were, kind of on the verge of being able to do at the end of the last episode before I so rudely left for a while.
I can't believe
and that
you did
is
this.
we wanted to fight some withers so that we could get stars, which would
For the
help us to be
flights.
able to fly. Yes, make the
Right.
augments. So
Yes. We say as we fly around, but guys, this is the annoying flight. We want the not annoying flight.
yeah, this is not the.
It's better than not flying, but it's still not, it's not perfect flying. So
I'm going to put that over in the favorites list. So just to confirm, what we need is 8 nether stars between the two of us to be able to do it. So that shouldn't be too difficult, given that I am in possession of 28 withered skeleton skulls. So if we get ourselves some soul sand,
9 of them.
we can just queue this up real quick.
Soul sand is easy peasy.
Yep. I've got enough. So you want to go into where do we want to do this actually? Do we want to go into the nether? We're probably not making blast proof yet, right?
We certainly have it. Whether we should or not is a different question.
Let's see. Ooh, do we have blast proof or is it it's dark connected glass, which is tempered dark, which is tinted glass, which actually might be makeable. Huh. That's actually probably makeable. We could make a little wither chamber.
Yeah, that seems more long term than but I guess it all depends on whether how quickly we want to go.
Let's see, dark connected glass. I mean, it's pretty 1-to-1 with tinted to dark, tempered dark. I mean, that seems pretty decent to do. That way we can keep it contained,
Yeah. Seems to seems like a good thing. I
did notice a handful of comments that, well, I guess they weren't necessarily the last episode, but on a recent episode, and it seemed like, wait, dark connected glass, tempered dark glass. Oops, I didn't actually mean to do that, but I guess I can just whatever. That people were not happy that I hadn't fully automated the farm and that I was manually swinging, and that I never planned to automate the farm. And so I'd just like to reassure people that I do plan to automate.
I see that you've done things.
Farm.
Why don't you do them faster?
Yeah. So it's within the realm of planage. It just I hadn't done it quite yet. But I did plan to do it just so everyone is aware.
Just to assure you, I was not concerned about such things. But I did see that the trainer mob thing was here. Like, obviously, there's the mob tools, which the grinders and stuff like that. But this one has the one where you create the essence or the datagram of it, and
Yeah, it does have that.
So
is that Woots or I can never remember.
I can never remember what the heck its name is.
Whatever.
Yeah, but that one is kind of a hostile neural networks.
Oh yes, hostile neural networks. Of course.
It's like a horse. So yeah, we've got that in here as well. But yeah, I saw similar comments and just kind of was like, give the man a chance, like let him cook. Sometimes, God forbid, you guys be amazed to learn this, but we do things because it's kind of interesting and fun to do them, in addition to worrying about what the absolute fastest way to complete everything absolutely is every time.
Efficiency must be obtained.
You must have been max.
At all costs.
I can't believe you built something intermediate when you could have built the max immediately.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna do a freaking 3x3x3, just to
that
start it off.
Sounds a little
contain the wither.
cramped.
Will the wither phase through 3x3x3? I do not recall. Maybe I do 3x3x4. Just
sounds
to
a little
be
cramped.
safe.
Sounds a little.
Well, yeah,
cramped.
but I can just whack him and it'll be fine. He won't be able to escape.
If that's
Are
what
you worried about the living conditions of said wither?
Well, the dying conditions of the wither. No, I'm worried about us smacking each other while we try and swing valiantly upon it.
Okay, I need more.
You need more.
Yeah, I was thinking 3x3x4 specifically for that reason, folks. Yeah, because it was like maybe he goes, if he nudges up ever so slightly while he's in there, then he might potentially just phase through the top. And we wouldn't want that now, would we?
This isn't the sort of thing you want. No.
No. Okay. So dark. God dang it. Dark
He said
glass.
calmly.
Tempered dark glass. More tinted glass must be on the way. How much do I need?
We have so much
Probably
rotten
that
flesh.
So how did you manage in the absence of a missed SkyFactory session? Were you just missing it greatly?
Oh, my heart pined and yearned, and I found myself forlorn and somewhat nihilistic, as in, what does it even matter? There is no SkyFactory 5, so how can I go on? But then I thought about the future and how it would eventually return, and I took hope in that and held on to it like a beacon in the night.
God, this is poetic as frick, man.
I don't know.
I'm impressed.
I don't know when that I decided to just go ahead with that, but just 3 words in, and I was like, you know what? Go for it. Here we are. Okay, so
I like it.
You like it. Good.
So I'm going to. There we go. And then here's this.
It's still
and then we're
utterly
gonna do,
ridiculous that I could
boom.
snad the Certus that.
Snatting is the greatest.
I did
thing.
try, and unfortunately, I guess the tickable block is the center of the steel stuff. So, but I tried snatting the steel production. I was like, hurry up! I was like, I doubt this will work, but I'm willing to try.
I appreciate the effort. All right. Surely leaving this 2-block gap open at the entrance isn't going to be problematic.
That's never caused problems before.
What?
It's
Are
ridiculous.
you telling me these are not placeable? Well, that's just frickage, the likes of which I've never seen before. So he's not going to phase out. He's not going to phase out.
Sounds like you
He's
got a
not
little
gonna phase out.
fricked. Oh,
He's not
come
gonna phase
on,
out.
man.
Okay, he didn't phase out. Whose freaking face is that?
Hang on, I gotta get a look. Stop killing him. I gotta look at it. Is that Darkosto?
There will be more.
I can't believe you just murdered him while I was trying to investigate the situation.
So as it turns out, we need to get a few more wither skeleton skulls because some of the ones that were contributing to my count were not actually usable. So
What the? Why not?
Just is that way.
It's a little too pixelated to really make
What
out.
is it supposed to be?
It's it's a little. There's not a lot of detail in to determine, you know.
I love the little squeak.
Yeah, the squeakies really sell the whole thing.
If
how are you
wanted
collecting
to,
the?
I'll tell you what.
How are you
Go-
collecting
you
the
can-
wither skeletons? Was they just in the
Yeah,
nether?
so just slay them. I have looting on
Oh.
this sword though, so that I was gonna say like, if you want to just slay, I'll try to get some more really quick.
Slay
Here.
Queen. Can I?
Scene.
But.
There you go. Feel free to spawn some more, and I'll.
But what if they hurt me? They scare me. The wither scares me, man.
I apologize in advance to everybody for the fact that this is not.
Once again, Jordan is just spending his time at the mob spotter, helping produce things that we need instead of doing something else. This is unacceptable. Well, I accept it, but ow! I can't leave. I can't help. Oh, there you go. You enchanted your superamium sword with looting?
My superamium.
Ow. I'm dying.
Did you go inside with him?
Why wouldn't you? Ow.
Oh, I don't know, because the door is right there and you can choose to go out instead of
Yeah, but this way
getting blasted.
This way I get to spend time with him, you know? Like, enjoy our final moments together. Wait, you were just murdering them? That's cold-blooded, bro.
I know.
How dare.
All right. Well, I got more wither skeleton skulls, so I think it'll be enough.
Ow. Tip, tap, toop. Man, that was a combo breaker right there.
I gave you more. How many stars do you have currently?
I have 3 stars.
Excellent, excellent. We just need 3 more.
Which is how I was rated by... You know what? We don't need to talk about that. But...
How you were rated by what?
Nothing?
Someone rated you with 3 more viewers?
No, rated. 3 stars.
Oh.
My goodness.
Out of how many? If that was on the Michelin scale, you'd be doing really well.
I am not a tire, so it did not. It's not, no.
Michelin does not rate their tires on a scale of 1 to 3 stars. That's for their restaurants.
How ironic
you know.
is that?
Is the Michelin restaurant the same as the Michelin tire company? Oh,
Why did you say it like that?
Because
Maybe
it
it's
was
a
being
valid
facetious.
question.
No, I
Maybe
know
they
a lot
didn't
of people.
know.
A lot of people do not realize, and they're like, it must be 2 different Michelin companies. Do that.
So,
Okay, so we also need supremium. Are we auto supremiuming yet, or we haven't gotten the crafter going for that?
we have not set up the crafter for it.
Oh, we do have some
We-
supremium.
We
1,
do.
2, 3,
I
4,
have
5.
made supremium, so there should be supremium that you need, but it is not automating. Okay, but there, I feel like
You now have 6 nether stars?
I have 5, but I wanted to see what.
We need 1 more.
I know. I'm thinking about other things. How do
you
I
think about other things when we need more?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just like, hey, we're killing withers. Isn't that whole hostile neural networks like? Shouldn't I get a data model and do that thingy and then be built? But then I got pressured and yelled at and shamed for not being faster, and so I'm back and I'm ignoring that and I'm sad.
No, it's kind of true. Like, you need the deep learny boy. And then from there, after the deep learny boy, you need the model framework. Okay, don't kill him yet. Don't kill him yet. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Coming over. Coming over. Here we go. Boop. Got him. All right, wither data model has been withered.
Okay. Do I need anything else, or should I
Yes, if
stab
you
him?
want to get a knowledge. If you want that,
Knowledge.
I guess. Hold on. Data.
Why is it this tone?
Hostile. I just need to get this guy quick.
Here, I will repay you with fox ears.
Deep learner. What the frick are this? Oh, it just needs to be a glass pane really quick. Good. And the deep learner is freaking ballsed up. Why did that? Where did all the other ingredients go? Is it done yet? Be quite finished? There we go. All right, Zane. Here you go. There's your deep learner. There's your withered data model. Go build up some points.
Okay, one last question. Do you remember how to use this?
You just put it in like the slot, and that's that.
And do I need to do anything with the model, or just have it on me? Like I remember the
And
deep.
you got to train that. You got to put the model into a slot in the deep learner.
Ah, yeah. And then I just do the murder with it while holding it. Yeah. Like Pete set it all up last time, so I wasn't 100% clear on the details. We probably want to light up this path if you've got the mob spawning up too.
I don't have any mob spawning turned on, but we could do that. Yeah, the other thing that people did mention is instead of using a spawner, you can do like a gateway, and then have the gateway, one of the Titan gateways, just spawn infinitely and grind that or something. But
alternatively, we could use the spawner that we have and just use what we have to do what we need to do, since we're using what we have.
yeah, that's true too. Wait, you have 6 wither nether stars, right?
I have.
Gimme.
I have. Is that 6 or 8? It might be 6. It's 6.
It's a number. You had 6. Okay, cool. I'll make these while you're doing that.
What a good time.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be big plays. Boom. And we got a little boom, 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 and we got a little bit of boom, 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 and then here it goes.
All right, now
Did you do a little auto? You did a little auto setup, Reno.
data collected 2 of 12. Okay.
You trying to go to self-aware?
I was reading the line as it said and didn't have no thoughts, head empty past that.
Okay, this is very epic and very cool. I just can't quite remember how you do the putting on of the thing into the... How do you put the augment into the chest plate again? Or
Tinker's, it's the tool spot that's by the Supremium furnaces.
Oh, the tinkle table.
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot entirely about that, but there we go. Oh, it feels good. It feels good to graduate. Oh.
Is it better?
Okay.
Is it better?
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a wee bit better.
It's a wee bit better.
I would say it's hello. How have you spawned? What the frick? Wait,
See,
are we
you do have
spawning with a
spawning on.
skeleton?
You do have spawning
I didn't
on.
realize this. That one's on me. I've disabled the spawning now. I didn't know that was happening. Anyway,
My goodness.
Man. This is beautiful now. Holy frick. Look at him go.
Nice. Who's going?
We're all going to get knowledge of the ages when we tome it up at high levels.
Speaking weirdly stiltedly.
No, I'm gonna get some tomes going, and then we're gonna get knowledge of the ages, and then levels are just going to fly off the shelves. It's going to be incredible.
It sounds incredible already. Okay, so we had I feel like our power's already. Oh, that's the first thing to do, is to get an RF crafter and work out so that I'm automatically generating the things we need for power, the Uranium or Uranium or Uranium.
Uranium.
What is the fuel for big reactors? Is it just uranium? I think it's uranium.
I think it's just uranium. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no uranium here, is there?
Yeah. Yeah. Not the crushed. It makes the raw uranium for the dye. Yes.
Oh, dude, I bet I can actually make use now of the blazes significantly better in the nether because I can fly properly instead of having to just like crawl over to each of the different spawners and stuff like that. And I can actually go
Crawl
crazy
over.
at it.
How
Oh, there we go. This is good.
melodramatic.
That's basically what it was with the
I
little
know,
clicky thing that you put in your bobble slot. All right, let's
Beg your
go,
pardon?
Blazy boys. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Okay, so crafter
Oh, it's so
tier
good
1.
now.
We have none of these things. Nothing. We are empty, devoid of all things that I need and love.
You wanted to start RF toolsing it?
It is possibly time. If I can make a tin gear, I can. Boom. All right. Machine frame. Almost had it, then didn't. What am I missing here? I'm missing gloss.
Spawn Mr. Blaze Mans. I don't have the resources to juice you up, but... Oh, I bet I could, actually.
I love little juice. Oh,
Man.
oh,
I know you have the ability to make lots of cuckoo clocks now, somehow.
Where's my other thing at? Oh, there it is. Turn that off and put it here in case it's needed, but not there. Okay, boom, 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 boom. There's the machine frame, and then we should be able to get the crafter. Tier 1. Boom.
All right, Zane, I need
What?
you to pray for some knowledge of the ages. Knowledge of the ages. Here we go. Big rage. Oh, we get looting 4
What
here
the-
as well, which is very epic. Rage.
Ooh,
That is not it. That's not it. There's 5. God, that's just not it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That's definitely not it.
Okay.
Knockback 2. Disarming. This is fricked. Oh, man.
Is everything going badly? Nothing's going good? You're sad?
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what's happened, unfortunately.
I'm doing my best. Not a terribly religious man, so the praying's probably not very helpful. It might actually be hurting you.
I can just get a freaking knowledge of the ages, and everything
Else will be
and
okay,
it will
yeah.
compound. It will compound infinitely.
That's a lot of compounding.
Damn it! My 6 is nice, though, I guess.
Okay, and I need green seeds. So that's green dye and tertium.
So are you working on setting up the RF tools? I'm happy to help as well if you're
Ew.
wishing this. Dang
Ew.
it.
Ew. Bleh.
Man, this is crazy of the game to just not give me knowledge. On this other server, I think I got knowledge of the ages within like 3 rolls at 60.
Well, it's too bad this isn't that other server. It's this one. And I know that I disappoint you, but you don't have to point it out.
I mean, that other server is also Apex hosting, so
Wonderful. We love that.
they bring the luck.
They bring the luck. Well, I mean, it doesn't work as well when you're commenting on how you're not being lucky here, but
They bring the luck half the time.
yeah, there you go.
And there we
Nailed
go,
it
back up
first
to
try.
60. This is the one. This is the one. This is where it's gonna be.
Tell me where
Okay,
it's gonna be.
come on.
You got it. Lama lama.
Dang it!
Ah, nuts. Sorry, I did my best.
Very large nuts are happening right
Beg
now.
your pardon?
Very large nuts.
Only the largest of nuts for us. Can you open these with something above it? These special chests, these sophisticated chests of Chestington? Probably not. No. I'd have to convert over. Instead of doing chests, which would have been slightly... I could have done many other things, including, but not limited to, the
I wonder if the people
barrels.
would be upset that I'm manually hitting these guys to get levels so that I can try to get knowledge of the ages so I can get more levels.
People being upset? No. This doesn't happen.
Not even once. Okay, back
I
up to
don't
level
think you're
60.
giving them
Come
enough
on.
credit.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I need so many energy cables.
That's not it. That's just definitely not it right there. Fire aspect 2. That's not going to work for me.
Son of a beach! You just casually walk up, and you're also dyed green, so it was like being attacked by
Just so you know.
the Red Hulk.
Oh, okay. I thought I was interfering with your crafting, and I was like, I was doing the front one.
No.
Dang it.
You were just intimidating. I find you very intimidating.
Wow.
You know.
At my stature, that's a surprising thing.
Well, I mean, you know, like in terms of success and charisma and such, I can't compete with these sorts of things. And so
I don't know
it's
if
just,
I have charisma.
I mean, you've got to have
Dang
charisma.
it.
You're literally in a job that depends on you having charisma.
Debatable.
Your stature, though, was interesting to note next to Tommy.
He is he's definitely 6 foot a few inches, and I'm 4 feet tall.
There was
a
a contrast, and that's fine. You know, like we stand our short kings here.
Need
but
to have variety.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be very engaging if there was no texture.
Yeah, exactly.
for the
It's
head height.
I was gonna say it's textured. Like I've been yelled at all the time for my builds that I use the same blocks. And I need to differentiate it, and so you were just giving visual texture. Why did I need stone?
Precisely.
I needed stone for something. What was it? No, stone bricks. Right.
Nobody knows.
I knew. Nobody knows.
Dang it! You are able to actually give me knowledge, right? Yeah, you are. Dude, it's a chance 6%, which means that it should give it to me like pretty much every other time that I try to enchant.
Nope. Not so much. You know how I know it's not happening?
Not so much indeed.
Not so much.
Freaking not so much.
All right, there's a lot of that. And that. And then I actually need to make some raw uranium right now, which I already have, so I can do that. And then perhaps, maybe sneeze, but not quite. Like it's there, but it's not.
So, I mean, uranium is auto-generating from the printer. So you're trying to come up with a, are you tesseracting over to it or no?
I haven't done any tesseractage or anything like that. I'm just...
Okay.
Or
Would you
listen,
like
man,
to
I'm
do some
just
tesseractage?
getting started.
I could make some tesseract for us.
Cook. If you want to tesseract, you can, but...
For us. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's a good idea to stonk up on a few little tesseracty poos here.
Oh, yes, the old donkey tesseracty poo.
All right, there we go. We have 2 tesseracts. Do you have this item pipe? Oh, wait, that item pipe. Sorry, I set that up. We are not exporting the blocks of RGB dye. We should though. We should. But we may need to do some filtration in order to make that happen.
Some filtration with our conjuration. Work on our saturation.
That's actually... So, Zine, do we happen to have... We don't have the RGB going direct to.
Oop, that's the directed.
Okay, so wait, are you gonna use AE crafting to auto
I don't have a plan,
do
man.
these resources?
I'm throwing things together. Not at the moment.
You're not gonna RF tools?
RF tools is what I'm setting up. That's why I'm getting power over here. Okay, this is a crafter right here, and it's now got power.
Oh, this is an energy cable, not an iron cable.
Yeah,
Iron cable. Gotcha, gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
So I can
This
power it, and now this should be generating green. And as green gets pulled out, then I will craft it a lot, and I'm going to add stuff in with yellow, and then we should be able to make uranium, and then I'll craft it into uranium, and then throw it into the smelter, and bada boom, bada bing, pipe it in, and we'll have that just as a little. Make sure we always have the juice that we need. That's step one.
right, yeah. Where the frick did the Tesseract just go? Oh, it got absorbed. I see.
Yeah, it's a kind of situation. Now these aren't Ender IO, so I don't think they can share space with each other. I had just started down Applied Energistics to kind of start making Applied Energistics stuff, but I don't think I'm far enough on that yet. So this is still RF crafter area.
So yeah, no, that's chill. I don't know why I just did that. That is super chill because buzz. Yes, sir.
Cursed.
All right, we're gonna do that, and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be good. I just need to get some filters going for cyclic. I always click into JEI in order to clear my text, and it never clears inside of the inventory system, and it ruins my life every time.
Every time. Wasn't there a... It's this guy, I think. Yeah.
Bruh. I need more sugar cane. I can make sugar cane using green. God, I did it again. Can we make sugar cane? We can. Excellent.
Okay, now this is a slight problem. How do I add filter? Can I filter cyclic? Because
You can, yes. Cyclic does have cards for filtering.
good, because I don't really need the RGB over there.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use the Tesseract to filter out the RGB, send it automatically over to Steve, and then Steve's resources will come out into this, and then we could have another Tesseract coming out of the,
Exactly.
storage lectern. Or we could just convert everything into AE and then use import exports, which would probably be more efficient, truth be told. If we just external storaged AE onto this storage controller, I don't know if we'd prefer to do that instead.
I don't have any of that stuff with AE set up yet.
Okay.
I figured more important than AE even is getting it established a loop of generating the fuel for it. And once that is established, then we can spend time luxuriating and building more luxurious things. But that was my
that's
thought.
fair. That's totally fair. It's fair. Fair is fair. Wait. Okay, so you're doing that. I see. I'll do that one there. And then filter. I do that.
I don't
And
know
then
how this works, but
how do I put the filter data card into this freaking thing?
Well, I know how to put the filter data
There
card
we
in.
go.
I don't know how to configure
No, I got
it.
it. I got it.
Oh, I see it now. So that, and then add this in here, and now if I do that, it shouldn't replace those, but it should grab the green. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, why won't you... I have to break the cable, don't I? That's awesome. Stupid.
Stupid cable.
Do that, and then I gotta. So for cyclic, I have to activate the pull first to be able to insert the filter, but it's going to just start pulling items first to begin with, which is really annoying. I can't put the filter in first before I start pulling the items.
You have to. Yeah, there's quite a few items in there. If I'm being honest, like there's.
Yeah.
It's stacked quite a bit, so there's quite a few. So that could be a little bit of a doozy for you.
Here goes nothing, then I'll do that, and then there.
So
okay, cool.
Raw uranium. Nope.
That should be working then.
Okay, so
yeah, Indirios. That's super true. That's super true. Good old Indirios.
Do we have Enderio?
I believe Indirios is in here.
Isn't its cables like 18 times better than Cyclic's cables? I don't see its cables.
Bit.
Oh, yeah, there they are. The fluid, they're the conduits. And they're about 800 times better, as I recall. And they do have the energy conduit. Okay. Anyway,
okay.
Look at that. Some other
Steve is getting automatically supplied with RGB now.
Good. For Steve.
There we go. As you'll notice, the number does not go down after Steve completes a thing. Then we get our uranium, and we will need to... So where are you at here in the loop of uranium?
I am getting the seeds to be able to make the other color so that I can then produce it, and then I will need to set up the auto crafter.
Oh, you're doing it straight from the seeds rather than from the RGB generation?
Yes. That's the RGB generation is slightly randomized. I mean, obviously but not to mention the RGB seeds aren't there anymore. But the
Oh, I see.
Because we have approximately 8 million RGB blocks, so I was like, we can repurpose this. And this was before you kind of went down the Tesseract thing, but I was like, that'll be helpful if just for how many we have anyway. So I was appreciating the work.
Are you sure you don't want if we get a certain amount of crankage going on the RGB blocks, I feel like we'll end up with plenty of resources.
I do not disagree. I don't know.
But at this point,
I don't know what
committed.
I don't know what you want. Like, do you want me to just tear everything down that I'm doing and rethink the whole thing again?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. That'd be terrible because you'd tear it down.
What? That was terrible.
But anyway, all right, it's fine. I'm exporting the RGB blocks for the time being, and now got it. So you're gonna do all that stuff. I see. So this crafter. So what is the crafter is going to be producing the green dye from is green essence.
Oh, I think I'm pulling green essence. So
dye?
green essence isn't what I want to pull. I want to connect to the dye. So that's a mistake.
Are you wanting to int the green to produce uranium eventually?
I'm not sure what you mean by int.
So, hold on, let me see.
Wow.
Zine, you have just exported the RGB into
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'll fix it in a minute. Things have taken a
less
turn.
fine because Steve is supposed to be getting those.
Steve. There's still look at how much is still available for Steve. Okay, Steve is fine. I will put those back in just a moment. I realized that I had the filter for essences, where I can use the chest to compact the essences into the actual dyes. So instead of filtering
Yes, you
dyes,
can do
I'll
that. You
filter
can do that.
essences. So I was going oopsie daisy, and then I pulled the filter out to correct it, and thus removing the filter and allowing the RGB to be on its way. However, I will correct this as necessary. Okay, now we're
What
making
a mess that is.
It's not a mess. I can fix it in a heartbeat. I'm just working on another thing right now.
Uh-huh.
Don't you have
If you
something
say
you
so.
can work on? I feel like I'm being judged. I'm being watched over my shoulder.
I've applied your
I'm getting nervous.
I've applied your uranium recipe into X, so it will
Excellent. It's not correct, but
eject.
excellent.
And then dude, I got you on this. I got you. Don't you freaking worry, brother.
God.
It's gonna be happening. Okay, so
All right,
because
now there's
clearly we don't need to worry about the way that I just set up these freaking tesseracts. I'm just gonna delete RGB, I guess.
What? Delete it?
Well, no. Delete the tesseract.
I mean, I think that's very useful.
You're not generating. It's fine. It's fine. We can manually supply. It's fine. It's better usage of the tesseracts to start doing a uranium donger.
It's like 6 blocks per each. So there's like 10 years of that running for us to move all these RGB blocks over. So
no, I know. We just have to set up a chest above Steve. There's no sense in using tesseracts for it, right? I can just take all this stuff.
Well, even just hand moving it is a pain. But yeah, I mean,
that's what it is.
Okay. Okay.
So, and then we're gonna supremium furnace it up, which is gonna be epic. I'm just gonna yoink this supremium furnace over here. It's gonna be sick. And
Okay. Fix that, make that, and now we're producing properly. Good. That's all good. Everything's good there. So that is now properly producing the blocks of your raw uranium. Now, come to think of it, can I smelt raw uranium, or do I have to break it down into the smaller one? I might have to break it down to the smaller one. So that means that I want this to be an internal. And then here, I want this from that.
oh, you're gonna do it via blocks? I see. Okay,
And then that gives me those. And then here's the, hey, you have a supremium one too. I don't know where mine went.
Yeah, so then we need to be supplying this thing coal, though. So the question is, oh boy. Hey, Zine, you want to get some black dye going in there?
I don't think so. I feel like I'm almost certain that there is a supremium power augment. The supremium machine upgrade, maybe? I don't know, but if we can get it powered, there's literally power at its bum right there. So we just need to figure out how to get the power to go in the bum, and then we'll be good.
At mystical agriculture, supremium machine upgrade. Yes, that would probably be it. I would think.
I think so. It doesn't tell me what that is, but I have to hope that that's what that is. So.
My guess would be that is the case. So I think we're on the right track.
Right.
Baby.
So that's I think that would be better in this whole thing rather than having to add coal into it, given that would then mean that coal now needs to be produced. Like blah, 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 blah. You understand. He gets it, guys.
How do I delete a channel?
I do
not need it anymore. I don't know that you can. Oh, remove. There we go. Create. Mania. Good. Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, Prudentium. 4 more.
where are you currently inserting uranium into the big reactor?
It's like a hopper on the side.
Oh, it's this one. Okay, got it, got it.
Nuts.
Yes, big nuts.
I like big nuts, and I cannot lie. I don't know why that was funny to me, but it was. I'm a simple man. All right. No, what? Stop. Just run. Instead of not running, run. There. Tertium. Imperium. And super emium.
You're supposed to be pulling.
Hopefully this is the right upgrade because I don't know if it is.
Pulling.
Go. There we go. Do I need to...
I don't know why
I might
it's
need to
not
yoink this for a
pulling
second.
the...
That's
going to be in the chest, most likely.
Yep.
Is it in the top? Is that how it goes?
Wait,
there it is.
I
Okay,
still need
perfect.
that.
Oh, were you trying to?
I still need that.
upgrade it?
Yeah. I was, trying to do the upgrade, and I was like, oh, it broke, and you're like, okay, and then you replace it, and I was like, never mind. Well, that doesn't seem to work either, but
yeah, no, it's what it is.
It is what it is. There's a lot of cooks in this kitchen right now. Okay, how do I apply this? Do I just right click?
No. I would not do it there. I would not do it there.
Okay, doesn't matter because I don't know how to use it anyway.
So I'm thinking that we should put it maybe higher up. Stupid absorbing chest. We do that, and then, or alternatively, because we could just block.
Anything that explains this? No.
Actually, no, we can just put it there. And we will block this
Yeah.
going in there. How do we freaking undo you? God dang it. Undo yourself.
It's got to be an augment if it's anything, and maybe it doesn't work at all. Maybe what we want does not exist.
Okay, that's fine. And then out, it has to be out of the freaking bottom, which that is going to be an issue. Is very annoying.
Cool. Cool. All right, so how calls made with all right. So that's just black and then prudentium.
Okay, so that's good there. And you're going to be on uranium. Activate. Fantastic. And you can do that. You will connect to there. You will remove. And then over here, you will be on uranium. And you... I'll put in there. Okie dokie. So all we need is for the augment to work.
It doesn't.
And everything will be working.
There is no such thing. It does. It's not a thing. I don't think the machine thing is.
You can't make it operate on power?
Yeah, not that I could see. So I'm working on the black seeds now, and I'll work that out. Flint.
I see. That is most unfortunate.
This was my thought as well, but we I don't think that's what I throw in. I feel like is it? There's something along
In
those
that
lines
case,
here.
I may need to add even more room to the setup over here.
It is.
We'll need to be feeding in coal from the
Yep.
side.
Yep. I'm working on coal production.
Oh, I got that. Okay, wait. Trying to see if I can separate it.
You gotta keep them
Item tables.
separated.
Perhaps I can keep the things away from each other, which would be much nicer. I did that. And that and that. And then I wanted them to not touch.
I did this.
There we go. Okay. That's what I would need to do.
Wait, that didn't go on the one I thought it did. There. 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 There.
Why are you dumb now?
It's been that way for a long time.
You only separate vertically? Is that the idea? No? Oh, I have to be on the ground. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Have you considered not flying?
Okay, so you're going to be... We're going to have to filter coal out of that.
Umpteen million RGB blocks. And then these guys should be going.
Means I guess we'll have to do... We're going to have to do a filter for uranium and a filter for coal. Are you making coal or charcoal?
Coal.
Okay.
Wait, is black already there? No, that's gray. There's black. And that to there,
Why is
right?
the raw uranium staying inside currently?
Because I need to figure that out.
Okay, I'll do this.
Coal was 4 black.
Uranium.
Right, yeah.
And then you will
So-
be coal.
We've got... One moment, let's do this very intentionally. Pull that, take this out, and then add in this to that. Put it back. And then I can
Okay.
clear that out.
So that should be good there. And then we will be set.
Remember that. And then here is a coal block recipe. It's internal. And then here is...
Oh, it's full. All right. Yeah, as soon as coal is going.
All right, coal's going.
Okay, cool.
Is it putting the coal where it goes? It is.
Should be, yeah.
How auto-magical.
And then what's happening with the uranium? Is that going to?
Let's see.
It did just make a new batch.
There's lots of uranium, I think, in the pipe. Because there does seem to be a...
Oh, the
there
pipe
does
has a
seem to be,
buffer.
There does
That's
seem to
what
be
it
a buffer
is.
in the pipe.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I think we're set. It's just the only thing is it's not gonna... Okay, so the only possible issue I could see happening here is if the buffer fills in each, and then the output fills with like all of
Blood.
uranium or
Yeah.
something, then it will frick up. That'd be the only potential issue.
Indeed.
But I feel like it'll hold itself together for at least a little while. And
We'll at least get a little mileage out of it before it all blows up.
I suppose, we could do. We could just have a buffer chest before.
Well, I feel like if we... Is there a way for you to turn off the pulling easily without, like, having to reconfigure it all? Because if I could have
stop pulling right now?
Yeah. Because I can have it remember the spots for everything, right? And then...
In the output?
Yeah, see? There's one already there.
Oh, you can't... Oh, okay. Well, sure.
So if I could make the coal not pull out, and then I can give it a dedicated spot...
Okay. You're good.
Then I can have it remember that, and then it will save that spot for the output, right?
Oh, sick.
And
all right.
That should be... My main concern is the... I don't have a way to remember a spot for raw uranium, or for the block of uranium that gets built, and I don't know if that's needed or not, because it instantly converts
Why
it.
is the raw uranium staying in there,
That one
though?
I'm not sure about just yet, but I want to figure that out. How did this all get suddenly remembered? Okay. It shouldn't be. Getting plenty of that, and so there's one green. Works it up. Maybe what I'll do is I'll forget that and forget that so that I can have a spot for those. Okay, that's good. So now I can remember that, and that will have a spot. And then here I can do raw uranium out of this as an external. And that should convert down to there and put it in the right spot. Yep. And then there's the block of coal, and I can remember that. Okay. Cool. Or coal, as the case may be.
We're so coal.
None of that should be able... Like, there's dedicated spots for all of them, so even at max fill, it should be able to... Like, if it fills up with all the rest of the one thing, it should still have the bits it needs to be able to do the other.
Okay. Yeah, I also just added a buffer chest over to the reactor, and yeah, damn, going on.
Cool. I mean, it goes pretty fast. So now that power is dedicated, we don't have to worry about it running out. Now we can kind of focus a little bit more on building out AE and getting those pieces in. I'm admittedly hyper cautious, but that's one of those things that's like, just secure your power supply first and then start building the fancies.
Makes sense to me. So does that mean we want to move the controller over here and get the crafting grid and all that set up?
Yeah, it just means like we would just have a power cable flying through the air, unless you wanted if the Tesseract can power.
Tesseract.
Okay.
Tesseract.
Then yeah, I would slap a Tesseract onto the power conduit, and then
Yeah, we can start powering everywhere.
And we can get that power distributed.
Okay, well, this is going to kill our existing power
That's
if I
fine.
do this.
Literally no problems will be had from that.
Okay. I'm hoping I don't need a cyclic energy pipe into it and it'll, like, work. But anyway, power creates. And I didn't mean to do power under the item category. So maybe power remove. Energy. Create. Power. Or maybe big reactor. Create. Excellent. Activate. Hopefully it is receiving energy. I guess we'll find out when I set it over here. Let's see. Steve has no power. Let's double check if this will now give power to Steve. Damn it. Steve now has power. Okay. We are Tesseracted.
Yay! It's for infusion stone. I don't think that I can work with it from the blocks, right? I can't make a supremium block by... Oh, I can. Cool. Awesome. Neat. All right. So, given some of this, need to remember that that exists. And then... we also... Actually, let's do this. And do...
Ooh, we need more
Prudentium.
fluics and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, we have not gone down much in the way of that process.
Oh, you had some of the ingredients to make some of the stuff. You're just saying you haven't really mass produced yet.
No, I basically started putting some of the bits together by hand, but then was like, well, I need power. So
Got it.
I realize it's a developing theme. I've just been
Might
all
be a
about
better
that.
idea.
Get better power life.
I've determined that what we should do here, probably just move the Tesseract out by one.
Oops.
Instead of being dumb, just do that, and then that will be better.
Quite possibly.
Then you will be dumb. God dang. There we go. I have one more tome. Surely if I get to level 60 and use this one, I'm going to get Knowledge of the Ages.
Surely.
This is the one.
Surely this is the one.
This is the one.
And that goes external. But I need this to be external, but without losing the crafting operation. So I think that works right. My torches. Yeah, cool. There we go. Then I need an item cable. And I don't really think I need a filter because we're just doing the thing. Oh, I guess I probably ought to filter on not pulling the basics out.
Okay, Zine, I need you
Hey.
to rage bigly.
Oh, my lama lama lama.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Sorry. My heart wasn't in it, I'm going to be honest. But I, still followed through as necessary. Okay, so just that. And then you have to turn on the filter in order to add the filter. Which means that this would have picked up... Oh, no, it's okay.
Right. Let's see. So that's gonna be. Look at the Supremium go! Oh my god!
What? Where?
All right. So
Oh,
basically, what we need to do is we need to make. It would be nice if there was a single like AE thing that used dye. You know?
yeah. I can now that I have power secured, I can work on making the subnets that are necessary in order to auto-generate Certus and Fluix and all of that. So I guess that'd be probably the next real step on that.
Don't step on that.
Maybe it deserves it.
Oh wait, have you? Okay, you've just done the one press.
It only has the one press.
Oh, it only has the one press,
Yeah,
right?
we talked about that.
We did talk about that, but the thing is, I get my wires crossed
No,
from
trust me, I understand
series
this.
and stuff like that.
This is the one that only has the one press.
Yeah. That is great news.
Where were you?
The night of the 12th.
Where were you wanting to set up all? Maybe.
Well, I figured we would simply replace like the storage lecterns with, grid plus
Yeah, I'm just going to.
an external storage.
I think I'm going
that
to
sort of thing.
platform underneath is for all the gibbly goobs, and that way we can just have nice, pretty things popping up.
Okay, so we need that. Then we need a reg down. All right, very cool. That will get us you. We need you. Fluix dust. Right. Okay, you have lots of charge, so we gotta throw it into Wawa.
David Dweck want a Dwinkle Wawa.
So is it just this, right?
These don't have gravity, right? Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's a good amount of Fluix right there.
Oh my god.
Ink. You're almost there. Okay, we've got ourselves an ME crafting terminal, and then we merely need to have a. Let me see. Are you planning on connecting over by the big reactor, or do you not mind moving the ME system over here?
Oh, I'm working on where I'm planning on doing most of it right now. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, all of that over there is just simply because I didn't have power cables or didn't want to make much in the way of power cables. So it is not in any way the defined spot.
Is it hard to find?
It's defined.
Hmm.
Unlike you, who's oh so refined.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Okay, storage bus, storage terminal. And I was thinking that if we just bring the controller and some power over here and stuff, then we can get it rocking and rolling, basically.
Seems like the thing that you could do.
All right, so were you putting it like right here behind?
No. No, that just seemed to like even it out nicely. This is the platform that I was planning on doing.
You were gonna do it underground?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If I were
for like
to,
the for all the machinery parts of it, right? Like, I mean, obviously the terminal and stuff, just pop those out and put it where you want. Um, but and I don't care even where you put the controller. Like, I can point to point
okay,
whatever I
so
need.
you're down. If I just remove the controller right now
Yeah,
and place it
yeah,
elsewhere, you're fine with that?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Make it how you wish it to be. It is yours. Do not let it be anyone else's.
It went into. Ah, there it is. Got it. Cool.
It fell
Just
in
found myself making buckets.
buckets.
Yes, buckets. Precisely. Okay. Oh, I do need a. There we go. All right. I was just figuring that we would do. Let's see. What would be the easiest way to pull this off? Storage. Maybe. That. And then. That. And then we could do that. And then we could do this. And we could break Zine's noggin. There. And
My face.
there. And then Tesseract into it. And now we're all good to go. All right. Farewell. It has been fun, my brethren. You have
Well, I can't believe you.
well.
I can't believe you. Oh my God! Have you even made
It's
sure
okay.
that
They are merely bookworm charms now, and they are fine, and they're enjoying their lives.
let's not forget that you only made one crafting terminal now, so we have reverted in a way.
Right. That's very true.
But that's all fine. Let's add this on to the back. This shouldn't be right there in the long term. In fact, I really don't want it there. Taking an entire face.
Okay. Well, this is pretty exciting now, isn't it? We are over to AE. We have a bigger grid. We
We're
have
starting to be over
better
to AE.
searching. Oh, we have better searching that's JE, I think, so I can stop with this whole freaking problem that I've had.
What a
Oh my
freaking
goodness.
problem. It's been so tough. I know.
It has.
I'm sorry that I haven't done better for you. But I'm but one small little man. Yeah, and we've got the crafting of perma fueling going, so that makes me happy. And let's see, where are you sending the ingots? Once you're done, you're piping them into there.
Over here?
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So yeah, the reactor is permanently fueled right now, at least in its baby 3x3 cube form, but that's all we need. And we're no longer having, thank God, to convert from inferium up, but now just have supremium being generated auto-magically.
Nice.
So
That.
what a day. What a day, Brightener.
And is the supremium getting exported, or where is it ending up?
It ended up in my inventory about a half a second ago, and I hauled it over by hand. When I looked at it, I was like, there it is, and I picked it up and plopped it down. So
were you wanting to Tesseract that? I mean, we could just do a Tesseract as like the item, the dump Tesseract, although it might fill up our chest soon.
I don't think we need a Tesseract for that yet, because it is pretty slow to produce anyway. And ultimately, like, I mean, if you want to set up Tesseracts, you can, but ultimately the AE system is going to grow enough to replace them. So once we get to kind of that point, there's going to be a lot of Tesseracts that were spent. So I guess it really just depends on how much time and whether you're like, oh, I can throw it up real quick and easy. Then sure, great, do it. But otherwise,
the Tesseracts are pretty easy, I would say.
I leave it to your discerning discretion.
I can make so many Tesseracts, it's actually kind of like unfair to other solution options
But
because of how
can
easy it
you
is to
give
make
Steve
Tesseracts.
power again is the real question.
That's exactly why I just made one of the Tesseracts that I had decided to make was
It's like
specifically for
you
Steve.
stole
Because
the
I felt bad.
Steve
I felt bad about
power.
Steve, quite frankly.
Understandable, really.
And I wanted to fix that. There we go. Steve has power now once
Good.
again. What a
He
guy.
should.
What a guy.
Yeah.
And now the other question is, what other locations would we...
Oh, God. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, there we go. We got that. So, yeah, I got this. Here, we'll Tesseract this guy. I can make a dump Tesseract, and it'll be great.
Okay, so I need the cores. I have an annihilation formation. I need a interface with a crafting card. Which means I need a calculation. So the inscriber. Once I get these, I think I need 2 annihilation panes. Yeah. One for the block of Certus and one for the Certus itself. And storage bus it. And remember how that is. And then add in the other bits. All right. Just thinking through the visualization of how everything comes out of my head again, man. Right. I look down and you've just beaten my head with a pickaxe, and I'm gonna be honest, it hurts. It hurts. It's hurtful. I'm not sure you care.
Sorry. There we go. All right, Dumpy is set up, and that should be good.
Didn't like that.
What?
Dumpy?
Dumpy.
I've got my Dumpy set up, and I'm just over here like, do you know? Good for you. Okay. Well, what a banner day in the SkyFactory 5 household. Did you want to call that a wrap?
Would you call it a household if it doesn't have a roof?
No, I wouldn't call this a house. I would call it our base. I wouldn't call it a house.
Well, you said the SkyFactory household. I was merely quoting you.
Don't never quote me back to me. Anyway, we want to thank our sponsor, Apex Hosting, providing the server we've been playing on. If you would like to play with your friends, be sure to check out the link in our description. You can save 25% off on your first month. Help support what we do. Thank you to them for sponsoring. Thank you for looking into it. We do create these live. You can see it as it happens. Twitch.tv/CaptainSparklez and Twitch.tv/Zine. Throw some follows and see all the extra goodies that are there. And if you have enjoyed the video, of course, we ask, please hit that like button. Leave a comment letting us know what you liked and or what you didn't, whatever it is you want to comment about. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing, turning on notifications, those fun bits. Anything for you, El Capitan, before we go.
Pray big.
Oh,
pray.
Dang
it! Didn't pray hard enough.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, bye guys.